basal body temperature charting is a resting temperature, which means you're taking it first thing in the morning. It was originally done and created for contraceptive purposes, to know when you were ovulating so that you didn't have intercourse. And then they realized that they can also use this for having intercourse and conception. And so we were also tracking other things as well to make that a little bit more effective. It's done first thing in the morning. So you wake up, the alarm goes off, you reach over, you grab the thermometer, it goes in your mouth, it beeps, you can get up and go about your day. Okay? If you forget, if the alarm goes off or you have to go to the bathroom and you get up and you go to the restroom, don't come back and take your temperature. It's done, because once you've started moving, your temperature will shift. So just skip it for that day. If this happens on occasion, it's not that big of a deal. Ideally, we'd like to have every day, but we're looking for trends. So if we miss a day, it's not that big of a deal. Hopefully, we're not missing the day right at ovulation. So that would be important to be able to see. So it's done first thing in the morning. If you wake, it also needs to be done roughly around the same time of day every day. So every morning. So if you wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, if it's done at 5:30 or 6:30, that's okay. But it shouldn't be done outside of that time frame. And that includes the weekend. So if you normally sleep in on the weekend, set your alarm, take your temperature, go back to sleep. Okay? If you wake up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, which is common, the common question that gets asked to me is then, when do I take my temperature? Well, ideally we want you sleeping for at least 2 to 3 hours before you take your temperature. So if you wake up at 2 in the morning to go use the restroom, don't worry about it. But if you wake up at 5 and then you normally are going to wake up at 6, your alarm's going to go off at 6, just take it at 5. Okay? Those are the basics for it. I'm sure many of you will have plenty of questions. Feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to clarify.